This eve, 48 hours in Moscow. Stacked high with history, culture and oligarchy, a person of thrift could secure a weekend in Moscow for close to £1,200. Accompanying me on this two-day sojourn is a man on the scale of a Russian futurist statue, the formidable actor and comedian Greg Davies. Together we will sensuously submerge ourselves in tradition.
Greg, why did you insist that I sit at this angle?
Ingest the local culture.
Now we're talking.
And breakfast like bandits.
Oh, that is strong.
What better television is there than two men pressing buttons? Bang! We're here, but should we have come?
To visit Moscow, you need to apply for a visa, which involves a whole fountain of faff. Faff can be quelled by taking a package holiday, but this isn't package, man. That shows in development with a more accessible host. So we cop our visas and touch down.
Greg Davies, thanks for joining me in Moscow.
Thanks for having me here. Why are we here, Richard?
Well, I'll tell you why. Moscow dropped onto the world scene about a millennium ago, and it's been invaded, besieged or revolutionised at least once a century ever since. It was recently voted the most unfriendly city in the world, which immediately endears me to it. And, mercifully, Russian children are taught not to smile at school, because it's not charming, it's actually quite needy.
Our first destination is Red Square. Oft described as the heart of Moscow and even all Russia, it's been the scene of May Day parades, public executions and, chillingly, a Shakira concert.
Well, Greg, we're in Red Square.
We are.
How do you feel?
I feel powerful.
You look powerful.
Thank you very much. I feel strangely at home. I am Russian by height.
Yeah.
The Russian word for red, krasny, originally meant beautiful and has only come to mean red in more recent times. Looming large is the 15th century fortified complex known on the street as the Kremlin, and therein lies the presidential pad.
It's mightily impressive. It's very macho.
We've got the Goom, which now isn't even the biggest department store in Moscow.
I was surprised it was a department store at all.
I know.
I thought it would be an austere military building, but it's for clothes.
It's alarmingly wide. That's St. Basil's.
St. Basil's Cathedral was built in the 16th century during the reign of Ivan the Terrible, whose name limits interpretation of his character. Red Square also allows you access to the Russian History Museum and Lenin's tomb, making it a sound opening salvo for the tourists looking to ram a whole case of culture down their gullet.
I like it. I like it here.
Pretty much within 20 seconds, we've taken in all we need to take in. I don't know where everyone's gone.
When we arrived, there were lots of people here.
Yeah, and they scattered.
They've got,
Yeah.
which makes me think we're about to be arrested.
That's state police intervening after that comment.
Yeah.
Mercifully, the police aren't on my back again, but we have been very much interrupted by a fleet of World War II military vehicles practicing for the Russian Military Day of Honor parade. So, like the decrepit tanks we are, we make a tactical retreat.
So would you recommend walking in on a Second World War military display in Red Square as something to do when everyone else comes to Moscow?
Absolutely. Number one on my list so
You've
far.
got to do it.
Yeah.
You've just got to do it.
Well, I imagine you've got other treats in store for me.
Yes, they also have a martial undertow. Let's go and investigate them.